Afternoon everyone, and welcome back to Northwest Native Tracker, the channel that explores Bigfoot ground spoor and native lore. Pardon me. Doggo here is passed out. She's having fun, just relaxing. She's got her water next to her. And I'm back down here in Bearwoman's area. I did a piece on this area 2 days ago, 48 hours ago. It's been averaging 90-degree days, so I wanted to show you a couple of things that have occurred since the last video. There's more Kana and trail language on the ground, and Doggo's actually laying on some of it. Hopefully she doesn't disturb it when she gets up. But there's some track evidence down here from Bearwoman and maybe her granddaughter, because they're two different size foot tracks and a different sized hand track. And no, they are not bear, and I will show you why they are not bear. One, they're way too big for bear. Biggest bear track I've ever found in this valley has been 10 inches, and it was to a 535-pound male boar who, well, got shot. And I think he's the largest bear ever recognized in this state, and that was back, 20 years ago. So let me walk you down here and show you the Newkana, and I think they're talking about some education, because this is a Kana. It's one of the 10 principles that Bigfoot follow, the way they live with the world, and I will do a piece on these Kana. And strikingly, these language forms, these particular Kana, we share with them in our linguistic background. Additionally, there is now a marker for thunderbird laid out in bark and sticks. You have a larger Kana here and one there. And then down here you have a man marker, which is this backwards 7, with the Kana for strong as part of it. They will change their Kanas this way. They will use two simple Kanas, put them together, and they will have a specific meaning within their culture, but you will not be able to find this Kana potentially in our language. I'm still working some of the bugs out with some of this stuff, but it might just be because they have a slightly different writing form. So I want to bring your attention to a couple of things here. There are some unique tracks. Now, I have done a piece on grass tracks. This is a water track. Kind of hard to see, but there we go. So the back heel is here. You have little toe, second toe, middle toe. Oh, and there's the big toe over here. So they splayed their foot. This probably, because of the size of it, it is 5 inches at the back, probably 10 inches across because I have a 9-inch span, and I'm keeping my hand a little bit above the water. About a 21-inch track maybe. That is most likely Bearwoman's track. She's about 12 foot tall, so a 21-inch track, 10 inches across with 5-inch heel would be pretty average for her. However, over here I found a handprint of probably her grandchild, the little girl I was trying to trade for teeth, which is this little, let me see if I can provide a little bit of shadow so it's easier to see. This heel down impression, because the impression's very deep in the back corner. It's 3 inches on this side, roughly 2 inches on that, and the fingers themselves are maybe a 1/2 inch. And there is a slight impression of a thumb, like they were trying to get up and slipped a little bit. So there are no claw marks, and this is not the shape of a cat track like a bobcat or a cougar because the toes are too small and they're too many. And then back over here is an unusual track that you might miss because of the shape of it. You got a couple of punch holes, and you have this really wide ball of the foot. Well, you'll get 2 hole prints, and then if they're holding, here I'll do it with my fingers, if they're holding something with their toes, like a stick, you'll get 2 toe tracks, then you'll get nothing, basically. You'll get the, ball of the foot, but, the stick or whatever they're holding in their foot, rock, whatever, will lift those other 2 toes, so those won't be prints that you'll recognize easily. So, the foraging here has dried out. You can tell that anything that isn't already, in the water and able to sustain itself, it was pulled free, is completely browned out. It's, dry. It's brown. So it takes approximately 48 hours in 90-degree weather for reeds, cattail leaves to dry out. And, my film, new foraging evidence in Bearwoman's area I did 2 days ago. So, yeah. And then the freshness of the day of the recording and the lower temperature would suggest that foraging occurred within probably 24 hours or maybe a little more, maybe as much as 48. But those are some elements that you can find. And grass tracks, scuff tracks, water tracks like this, difficult to find because they don't last very long. However, when you do find them, they can give you a clue as to what's in the area. For instance, you can confirm that there is no 21-inch long bear prints in the area that spread their toe when they walk or hold things in their feet when they are moving, because bears simply don't do that. They don't have primate-like feet. So almost all of your cryptids are going to have, even if they are, a dog man, a bear man, a badger man, etc., they're going to have movements in their feet and their hands that replicate either our structure or that of a greater primate more than any other natural animal out there. So keep that sort of thing in mind. That'll help you eliminate other types of larger creatures. Alright, so that hillside's a little slippery. I want to say thank you to everybody who has donated recently to my GoFundMe. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you, Miss Anonymous, for your $800 donation. This is amazing. I really, really appreciate that. And thank you, milady, for $34. Really appreciate you. Awesome that you are taking time to help me in that way. And I'm just very grateful to the beautiful nature of the people that are on my channel. I'm so glad that you are here. If you find the information that I'm giving out as valuable, please share it with your friends. Please, inform other researchers, hunters, etc., hikers, mushroom gatherers, whoever goes out in the woods. Let each other know what's going on out here, and help me out by, helping me educate people. And please hit that like button. Share it around a little bit. Let the algorithm test my stuff some more, because it's the only way I can get more subscribers and my information out to more people. But I hope that you found everything of value, and I really appreciate the fact that your iron nails. I'm gonna go ahead and put my Patreon and GoFundMe link up, and thank you. I've raised almost almost $2,000 now. Oh my gosh, it's, well, a little over, but with the fees out it won't quite be that. But that will really help me towards getting an RV and getting a tow package put on this vehicle once I get it mechanically stabilized. Really appreciate all the help. And I'm going to do another piece for you today, and I'll post that later. Thank you so much. Have a great day and enjoy the lovely weather.